let's get into this story because this story, woo, got a few players not loving life. NFL players suspended for mobile betting, but not all of them bet on the NFL game. Let's talk through it. We know rules are in place. And one thing I learned, because I had to have a meeting with our school the other day, the rules can't have exceptions when it comes to large groups. And you know why they can't have exceptions? Because then it gets into favoritism. Why are you making an exception? Ooh, I got hit with that. And I love that. I love the fact that they even brought that up because I was like, everyone always walks around saying, there's the exception to the rule. But it's like, well, then is it really a rule? And if you are making an exception, why do they get the exception and not them? Well, NFL is not even going through that process. They went out there with Detroit Lions wide receiver Jameson Williams and Stanley Berryhill and found out the hard way that they're one of the 5 players being suspended for violating the league's gambling policy. And, yep, the NFL ain't making no exceptions. What set Williams and Berryhill apart, though, is that they received their suspensions by placing mobile bets while at a team facility, while the other 3 received season-long suspensions because they gambled on NFL games, right? Which the league prohibits of both. These guys got 6-game suspensions, but just placing mobile bets while at the team facility. Oh, interesting. Y'all in trouble. Let's talk about it. The NFL has this rule called, quote, let me say it, NFL personnel shall not engage in any form of gambling while in any club or league setting, including, without limitation, here we go with that legal speak, try to cover every bases that don't even exist. Here we go. Locker rooms, practice or office facilities, team buses, trains. What NFL? Green Bay versus Minnesota. You know what? It's not that far, y'all. Let's take the train. They probably do. Flights or hotels or while traveling on club or league business. For clarity, playing cards or other casino-type games is permitted as long as nothing of value is wagered. Y'all can play Connect Four, but don't y'all bet. It's stupid. NFL know damn well this rule is not being properly enforced, not universally enforced, I should say. Sports betting, we know, is legal in more than 30 states and more states to follow. And the mobile apps people use to place those bets, and they're on the palm. They're in your palms. They're on your phones. Uh-oh, here we go. Now we got a problem. Because the NFL has basically now ventured into the land of what are you doing on your phone on team property, right? Because it's not all just gambling. Guys are on their phone. But the NFL said you can't gamble on our property with your phone. And some people are pushing back saying basically, you can't tell me what to do on my phone if I'm not gambling on an NFL game. I'm just gambling on something else. Get it? Because if you're not on the property, gamble on what you want, but not an NFL game. But if you're on the property, you can't gamble at all. Ooh, that blurred line of privacy is happening right now. It's crazy because, all right, let's just go to the part where they were like, don't gamble on our property. Team flights are casinos in the air. I mean, it's insane. Cats be out there getting it in on them team flights. But it's a rule. Doesn't mean that you can't do it. Means don't get caught. Like every other rule. Rules are there. So if we ever want to enforce it, oh, that's your ass, Mr. Postman. Right? I laugh because I see jaywalking. You ever see somebody get a jaywalking ticket? I'm like, damn. That's what we doing now. We petty criming. We out here petty whopping. Yep, they'll do it. They'll get you with a ticket for a jaywalk. I hate when I get like a speeding ticket and it's like 4 or 5 and they're supposed to give you that grace. I heard of 5 to 7 miles an hour and it's 4 or 5. I've gotten that speeding ticket before. It's not a time to argue, but you feel like arguing like a mug, right? You're like, what the? Oh, man, driving while texting. I got that ticket recently while I was at the light, like leaving the light though. Wheels were in motion, but like at 7 miles an hour. And I got caught slipping with that. What do you do when it's a blurred line rule, but it's a rule and you violate it? These players right here, they really have nothing to say. One, why are you gambling on team property? This is why the NFL can't have this in violation. The NFL knows that if the player goes out there and violates this rule, Perception says it's too close to the NFL, which is too close to the product. They're really having this rule in place because they don't want y'all to even think with inside information or people on the outside saying, wait a minute, he was at the facility. Even though he didn't bet on the NFL game, it's still a sports facility. Now he can transfer information. Maybe he got some inside scoop, something of that magnitude. Just, you know what? We don't want anything to do with it. We want it clear and present danger all eliminated, right? Anything that looks like sports betting, no, sir, not us. And I'm with the NFL on that one. I'm not with the players on that one. That's a simple one. Like get in your car, drive 2 blocks and hit the damn send button and get your money going. Like it's just, we don't know all rules. Now, I'm not trying to clown these guys because shoot, sometimes you may think, oh, I ain't been on an NFL game. I'm good. But after Calvin Ridley, I think I would have did a little venture into what's legal and what's not because he got shut down. And if he got shut down and you're a gambler, I think you got to know what gambling rules are in place, right? Simple as that. You can't be sitting there saying ignorance is your excuse because ignorance is no excuse. So these situations right here, the NFL players had to come down and fall down because of the NFL's rule. And they came down with a heavy hand. 6, half the season gone, 6-game suspension, basically a third of it almost. And then you talk about the guys who lost their entire season. Now, y'all betting on games. Y'all got to go. It's just crazy. How y'all feel about the sports betting? Y'all getting it in? It looks like it. The numbers are there. Cats are gambling. But the players, like, I guess, got to get your money on. Oh, when I played, we just went to Vegas. And then we were on the team playing. But this whole, it's in your hand. It's on your phone. It's on your app, is in your palm. It's like, damn, it's tempting, I guess, right? And these cats are going down. What's it been, 2 years? We got 6 guys already that I can count. Yay! Y'all better watch it, dog. All money ain't good money.